and we basically we made this.
So that's it. And I remember leaving and being like, I think we nailed that. You're gonna be mind blown by this thing we've churned
and
out.
anyway, you came, you were like, this. Well, I can't sing over this. This is really bad. And actually, as a complete joke, I was like, oh, what if we like slowed it down? And so yeah, I just did -9, pretty much a joke, played it back. And you're like, oh, actually, this is kind of cool.
Let's go shopping. I'll buy some shoes. I'll buy a smile.
Just a little taste of Card Decline from Music, Fashion, Film, and we've gone from No One Lasts Forever, track 11, back to number 3, the third track on the album. Tell us about this and how this came into being.
We just start with the thing, right?
Yeah.
So
what was I asking for?
It's just more music.
I think I had asked. I think I wanted to do something really chopped. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think that's what I maybe.
Yeah, I remember. I think actually the weird thing is, I remember
point.
the reference for this was really random as well. I think we were talking about trying something like Warm Leatherette, The Normal. Do you know that song?
Yes, yeah.
It's a great song. I don't know how that was our idea, and then somehow we made this thing.
So okay, just to explain. So when as you could even hear in that, there's something a bit kind of woozy and like, oh, is this like slowed down, or what's with the guitar texture on Card Declined? It's slowed down for sure, quite a lot. And basically, I think you left the room for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, you had a call. That's it.
Yeah, and we were like, okay, let's make something a bit faster or whatever. And we basically we made this.
So that's the two of you jamming.
Yeah. And I remember, I think we were doing this, and then we were just breaking for maybe some food or something. And I remember leaving and being like, I think we nailed that. You're gonna be mind blown by this thing we've churned out.
And anyway, you came, you were like, this. Well, I can't sing over this.
This is really bad. I think I have no ideas. It's what you get. Yeah.
No, it was fairly negative by your like scale, but we could be like, okay, this isn't working. And actually, as a complete joke, I was like, oh, what if we like slowed it down? And Logic is very speed, and -9 is really like dangerous. That is too much to slow anything down by. It's gonna like crash really. And so yeah, I just did -9, pretty much a joke, played it back. And you're like, oh, actually, this is kind of cool, right?
Yeah, because it immediately became a bit more sort of droney, especially the part where the drums come out. Like that really sort of speaks to me in a big way.
Yeah.
It kind of like reminds me of like some of like the Velvet stuff, like a little bit. Like I don't know.
Hearing that amp feedback a little bit in the room, and it's funny.
Yeah. So then I was into it.
Yeah. It has a kind of moodiness to it.
There's something like kind of bleak about the sound of this song to me. There's something really, really sad about it. That really spoke to me. And I don't know, I think I had wanted to sort of do a song that was more kind of like on the nose, explicitly about shopping or something, but I didn't really have like an angle on it in it at all. I wanted it to feel more than just about being like, I'm going shopping, buying designers or whatever. I don't know, we've done that, I think, a lot. But then this track kind of made me think about how those material things, like those clothes and things like that, can sometimes make you transform who you are as a person. They can kind of, I don't know, like unlock a new side of your personality, but it can also be very, very fake. It can feel like a performance, and there's something kind of sad about that, like accessing a part of yourself through like a item of clothing. There's something cool about that. There's sometimes something a little sad about that. And I don't know, I was sort of ruminating on those ideas. Obviously, we were also at Fashion Week, and we were also kind of like dressing cute to the studio occasionally. So there was something sort of like real about that as well, in a way.
Yeah.
I think there's another
within
sweet
your mind.
Sorry, yeah, but I think there's another thing I really like about this is that there's the next time it comes back. Alex, you want to play the slightly more.
Well, let's
there's
see. There's
a more sort of hopeful. There's a twist to it that I really love where it goes higher.
Totally.
And it's sort of like it's still sad and quite sweet and has quite a lot of pathos to me, but it's like there's something about this bit that sort of has a hope to it.
Yeah, it's like you put the jacket on and you become who you're supposed to be.
Right, which I actually find, but it's very sweet. And
I agree.
I find that really emotional. That bit,
that's a jump file. So we worked on the slowed down version for a bit, and actually I was even just checking. It really is. You can see take 1, take 2. That's it on all these main ones.
Let's go.
So we're working at this kind of slowed down state of Logic and chopping it up a bit here as well, and then I'll jump to the other file for how we really finish it. But we have
So we had this idea of just totally rearranging all the words to be nonsense.
yeah, and even I'll show this really fast because it's quite fun. We did use this a lot of specifically the robot mode in Alter Boy to do these kind of harmonies aren't really harmonies, like static one note things. And actually this one gets even weirder because it's going through this thing called bit speak for the second half, so it starts to get really it's like even more crushed, you know. So once again, there are some vocal effects, but such different ones to ones we've messed with before, really.
Did you know Tape Notes is an independent channel? Everything we do is funded by your support. We want to continue to bring bigger guests and new original content. So here are 3 ways to help us to do that. Patrons get access to our full archive of long-form videos. We're talking 2-hour conversations with the best artists and producers in the world. You also get entry into our amazing monthly giveaways, plus exclusive behind-the-scenes content and much more. YouTube members get access to ad-free episodes, exclusive content, and early access to everything before it goes public. Another great way to support us is by checking out our sponsor, Tape It, a recording app made for musicians by musicians. Download the app and get 20% off Tape It Pro using the code TAPENOTES. Tape Notes wouldn't exist without you, so thank you. And now, back to the episode.
Yeah, so things were getting a bit crazy at this -9 slowed down Logic file. So like hitting a wall, hitting a big wall.
Yeah.
And so I basically had to like fully export and re-import it. Now in this version, where we build it out a bit more, I can play the sort of second half.
Let's go shopping. I'll buy a handbag. I'll buy some shoes.
This is the very like Venus and Furs type.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just 2 chords, really simple. And I think actually this original, the PPG sound patch we found here,
Oh yeah, I'll play that as well.
which is cool because that was actually in the original demo, even that crazy one.
Yeah,
the really fast one. I think it was in that first version. It sort of pivoted
solo
into
because
that.
it's so odd. I mean, actually, a lot of the more elaborate kind of chord keyboard parts, I would say generally played by Finn. I tend to do some of the more noisy ones, but this is one where I don't know why I was going absolutely ape.
We were just so inspired by that other idea we'd made. We thought, yes,
I was like, maybe this track's
it's
already
already
like,
going
bombing.
amazing. So how do we
so it's this
take it to another
part.
level?
Yeah, and it's
so cool, all those details.
And it's a PPG Wave, which is a pretty old kind of early digital wavetable synth, but it's pretty hard to get something super accurate on it. There's a lot of menu diving, and it's sort of bright blue and has a lot of charisma really. And it was on a weird, in a weird way, you know, it's janky but good.
Yeah.
And this sound was like not just drifting in sound, but kind of in pitch. I was even just trying to play. And it just created this super weird chord progression, but then with the like vocal harmonies and layering, you know.
This new melody that has a sort of sweet sadness to it. I think I find it quite.
I'll buy some shoes. I'll buy a smile. I'll buy some jewelry. I'll buy some melody. A whole backstory. God declined.
And yeah, there's a few extra guitar parts we added. There's like kind of in this kind of, you know, normal speed file, this whole kind of these lead guitars, which are also a little bit No One Lasts Forever in that kind of blown out plasma fuzz way. But even they at the end kind of become like.
I think we're stretching them at the end as well.
Yeah, yeah. Here there's a kind of. Just resolves in this strange way. And even actually that PPG wave synth at the very end, it's going through a kind of unusual filter as well. So it's sort of disappearing in this morphing. You know, it's not quite just going away, but it's like chewing kind of strangely as it dips down in multipass. And yeah, so we already have this sort of episodic thing going on. There's also, I mean, we should also point out the drums on this.
It's the
kind of weird.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the Vermona like DRM sort of drum. It's quite a big, a simple unit, but also has this, you know. I'll even take out the 606 now, but you know, it's just kind of heavy, but crunchy as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's got that attack that the plasma has and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's there's some kind of noise in it, you know. So yeah, we've got these kind of two bits. I think we should also. I mean. There's a few other things to talk about because this track was already episodic. We were like, oh, something else could happen.
Yeah.
But also we had just kind of either cut this track thinking about you or made it a B-side and the B-side version is different. So we're like, oh, actually we wanted at least one jolting thing. And we were like, oh, maybe it could just be.
I keep thinking about you every single day. I keep thinking about you every single night. Thinking about you every single day. I keep thinking about you every single night. I keep on thinking about you every single day and night. I keep on thinking.
And it's a good point you've brought this up because this really is a song of two halves in a way.
Totally, yeah. And that was just a demo that we'd sort of really roughly started, I think, in the first summer,
early way.
starting it, and it was
Finn's
a
got
full song.
Yeah, it was longer. And the full song is sort of using the
yeah.
B side, but with a kind of rearrangement.
Yeah.
We actually then that's just a PPG synth in the B side that we just sort of made sense there with the.
But it's so fun
song.
on Card Declined as well because you know it's been so heavy and the slow motion of it and like it feels like a really nice place to hear.
Yeah, it's
But
like a
this
nice snappy kind of.
This is the happy part.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. I mean, this is just really,
a really
simple.
rough one.
It's a really rough, simple one. Like the pedal setup is like I think it's just one pedal for each sound. So this is just these two are just going through the Boss Super Drive, and then it's so basic. These two higher ones are just going through the Rat pedal to get that sort of crunch, which again became related to the plasma and the other sounds you're working with and some of the drum sounds. And then that's basically again using the 606, which is this is all sort of how the palette sort of was starting to develop for the album. And just really a lot of the bass sounds here are sort of quite simple and quite filtered down and quite thin in some ways, which also feels like part of the album. This is just a Hofner bass. Look at that thud. But yeah, it's just very, very simple. But I think it was almost just trying to make sort of something. I think when we initially making this idea, it was like something that's been thrown together in almost like a sort of 70s post-punk sort of world, you know. Very, very simple guitar setups, very simple pedals, just feeling quite rough and immediate.
Excellent. Card Declined by Charli xcx. We're going to take a quick break and then it'll be time for rock music.